As fall approaches, there are a few things that are always helpful to have in our minds when it comes to taking care of our homes. So today we're going to talk about some of the things to do now that it's fall and it's not too late to play catch up once the winter comes. So number one, I always like to point out, clean your gutters. This becomes very important this time of year because they're about to get full of leaves and gumballs and who knows whatever else is about to come their way. So clean out the leaves that are there already, get your gutters flowing well, and consider covering them with some mesh gutter covers. That's always a helpful way to do it once and then hopefully not have to worry about it down the road. The other thing to consider is sealing up any air leaks that are in your house. The U.S. Department of Energy estimates that about 20% of your energy savings can come from just simply filling the cracks in your house where the warm air is sneaking out during the winter. So things like weather stripping is a cheap and simple way to put her in your doorways, put around your window sills to prevent all of that hot air that you're paying for from just going out into the outside atmosphere. The other thing is protect any faucets or water systems that you have outside from freezing. This can be done very cost effectively. Those little styrofoam things that you can get at Walmart, they're like $3 to $6 depending on how fancy you want to get, but those can save you thousands of dollars in plumbing headaches down the road. So sticking those on your faucets is a huge way. And do not forget to winterize any sprinkler systems that you might have or any outdoor irrigation systems that you might have in your house. Winterizing those things now before the weather gets too cold can save you a huge headache down the road. Fall is a perfect time to go ahead and do a little checkup on your furnace. It's not a bad idea to have those systems checked annually, but why not get it done now before you need it than when it's 20 degrees outside and you're freezing inside your home? Let's go ahead and check out those things. Things like noisy belts that are making a whining noise, things not working as well as they used to. If it seems a little off, why not get it checked out now? Or if it's just working erratically, where sometimes it feels like it's really working well and blowing really hot, or sometimes it feels like it's hardly doing anything. Those are signs that there could be something wrong with your furnace, so let's get it taken care of now before you desperately need it this winter. Getting the fireplace ready. Oftentimes, we don't really use our fireplaces very much. A fireplace can oftentimes just feel like some sort of decoration that we have in our house. But if you do decide to use it, it's always a good idea to have it inspected. A little bit of debris or a little bit of junk that maybe a bird or some critters or just even accumulation from using your fireplace has in your chimney can be a very dangerous situation and can be a major fire risk. So getting someone who knows what they're doing, actual chimney sweep, believe it or not, they're not just in Mary Poppins, they do exist, to come out, inspect your chimney, inspect everything that you have going on there and cleaning it. That's a great way to have some peace of mind if you actually decide to use your fireplace this year. Plus, hold on to that report. If you have that report and that inspection, it will come in handy if you decide to sell your house. You can show that it's been recently inspected and recently cleaned. Sealing cracked concrete is good to go ahead and do now before winter comes, because even a crack just 1/8 of an inch, whether that's your driveway or your walkway, that's enough for water to seep in, and when that water freezes, that crack can grow just a little bit, and over time that can start to really do some damage to your walkways and driveways. So let's catch that now before it comes bad. Fall is a great time to inspect your carbon monoxide and smoke detectors. With the heaters going, your risk of fire can tend to be higher. So checking your smoke detectors to make sure that if something happens, everyone in the house will have plenty of notice. Also, furnaces tend to be one of the main contributors to carbon monoxide. So let's make sure that we have those detectors up and running so that we are safe in case there is an emergency. Prepping your lawn for winter can be huge this time of year. Just doing a little bit of leaf raking and a little bit of prep at a time is way easier than doing one major project once a year. Plus, any fertilizer or feeding that you need to do to your lawn can save you huge headaches come spring once weeds and grass start growing again. Touching up any of your exterior paint is great to do during the fall. You definitely want to get any of that exposed wood or exposed siding knocked out at your house before winter starts because it gets wet and cold and that is brutal on a house. There are still plenty of warm days here in the fall that allow perfect weather. It's not that hot, it's not brutal, to get out there, touch up some of those areas that need a little bit of protection before winter begins. Finally, my biggest recommendation would be to keep track of the equity in your home. It's a great idea to get a good idea of the value of your home, so that way you know exactly what all of your options are. How much money do you actually have in this house? Because as spring comes, new opportunities arise. New houses are going to start being listed, new jobs, who knows what you might have planned. So make sure that you have a good understanding of what your home is worth now so that it can help prepare you for things down the road. If there is anything that we can do to help you, guide you in this direction, help you get connected with professionals that can help you with any of these things, or of course, help you get a good idea of what the value of your home actually is, that's what we do day in and day out. We love an opportunity to check out the place that you've got, see any of the improvements you've made, and help you keep a good track of the equity in your house.